Good afternoon. If everyone could please stand for the land acknowledgement. Hafade Torus Hamzu. Good afternoon. As we come together in community to celebrate and reflect on our journey here at Colorado College, let us remain critical of our positionality as a largely settler community on Indigenous land. In particular, we recognize that our college operates on the homelands of the Apache, Arapaho, Comanche, Cheyenne, and the Ute peoples. To all present today, I ask of both of you and myself to think thoughtfully about how this acknowledgement can be translated into action in a fervent effort to spur decolonial thought and to bring attention to the issues of genocide and civil unrest present in our world today. Think about what Turtle Island means to you. Understand your position in decolonial dialogue and acknowledge the systems of imperialism that have gotten us to this point, and take seriously the work of liberation. At this time, I am hearkened to recall the words of Chamorro poet Craig Santos Perez. In his poem, Interwoven, he writes, "I come from an island, and you come from a continent. Yet let us gather today and share our stories of hurt, our stories of healing. I hope 7 generations from now, our descendants will continue interweaving our struggles. I hope the stories we share today and in the future will carry us towards sovereign horizons. May we continue to hold our truths in a critical light and meet them with intentional and sincere action. And may our struggles towards forging a more equitable, conscious, and thoughtful world bring us together in solidarity." Sidus Masi Torus Hamzu.
Gathering for a baccalaureate, we take time, set apart from other time, to reflect on and be present to the college experience. Having journeyed together these past years, lifting up and celebrating our graduates, their presence, their growth, and their accomplishments. And as we do so, we are invited to hold this moment in its fullness, as we pause and reflect with those we love on what it means to flourish, to let ideas and experiences ferment for years, and then unfold with limitless possibilities, honoring the beauty, complexity, challenges, growth, and even humor at times of our experiences as we have navigated daily life in this joyful, heartbroken world, honoring our experiences as they are and as we desired them to be, having had courage and vision to imagine and create and live into new realities along the way. And as we do so, we open space to embrace the relief and unsettledness, the tears and laughter and all the other emotions as a gift, an offering that comes from having been authentically present to this amazing education and community. As we breathe deeply and slowly, creating room for the wisdom of what we hold as sacred, may we do so that it surrounds us. And may we be present to this time, to each other, and to our experiences of this place, and may we honor them. May it be so. You may be seated. We have traveled through waters calm and turbulent, wild and creative these past 4 years. And in this moment, surrounded by our friends, our classmates, our families, we take time to contemplate everything we have learned and gathered, connecting to gratitude for that which we have gained during our time at CC. We also take time to remember what it took to get here today. Mindful of the challenges, the growing pains, the loss, and the grief that accompanied us along the way. We acknowledge and remember those who have nurtured us, inspired, and worked hard to make this day possible. Those who are here today in body, those who celebrate with us from afar, and loved ones who have passed away, who enriched our lives, present with us now in spirit, family members, friends, and others who we cared about. Today, as we do so each year, in the silence of this space, we remember those loved ones and the gift of their presence in our lives. Please join me in a moment of silence. May their memory be a blessing.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and mossing the trees down the seven bridges road. Now I have loved you like a baby, like some lonesome child, and I have loved you in a tame way, and I have loved you wild. There are stars in the southern sky, and if ever you decide you should go, there is a taste of time, sweet and honey, down the seven bridges road, down the seven bridges road.
In Baccalaureate, we get to lift up the voices of our graduating seniors and celebrate them through song, through speaking, and through poetry. Our speakers today, Elliot and Peniel, are connected to the humanities, the social sciences, and the sciences. And we have asked them to reflect on growth, transformation, and the college journey. Let us welcome them together.
Hello. This is not the speech I thought I would be giving, but it's the one that I am going to give. Hello, my name is Elliot, and I'm honored to be speaking with you today. When I first got to CC, I wasn't sure if I would ever feel like part of the community. I started during COVID, and just a day after moving in, I was quarantined in my Loomis dorm. Those first few weeks were full of supervised outside time, delivered meals, and trading food by putting it outside our doors. While it fostered a certain sense of camaraderie, it was hard to feel like I was truly making any close connections. Over the course of my sophomore and junior years, I made more friends and joined some clubs, but I still didn't feel like I belonged to the wider CC community. When students started protesting for the college to increase support for student mental health in my junior year, I was supportive, but I didn't know how to get involved. I didn't feel like I could commit to the cause 24/7, so I ended up not participating at all. Despite feeling disconnected from the CC campus community in the past few years, I did start to form relationships with people off campus. This happened subtly and almost without me noticing. I showed up to an event and met someone, they introduced me to someone else, I got to know people through Instagram and work, and all of a sudden I felt connected to the place that I lived. I had people to reach out to when I needed support, and I felt like I was contributing to building a community. This year, after the events of October 7th, CC students, staff, faculty, and alumni began mobilizing in support of Palestine, demanding that CC divest from Israel and condemn the ongoing genocide. Every event I went to, from student-led teach-ins to campus-wide walkouts, inspired, energized, and buoyed me. Even after the administration undertook disciplinary procedures against students who held a peaceful protest in the library, CC community members continued to show up thoughtfully, intentionally, and with a constant centering of marginalized voices and a refusal to engage in anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or any other kind of bigotry. At an event where we heard from alumni who had been involved in anti-apartheid activism in the 80s, I began to feel connected not just to this generation of CC students, but to past generations as well. Having the privilege to play even a small part in demanding justice for the Palestinian people over the last few months has been the most impactful experience of my college career and has made me feel more connected to the CC community than ever before. This is what I will be taking away from my last 4 years. Show up. Show up to community events and protests, to poetry readings and parties. Show up for the causes you believe in, for the ones you can't not show up for. Make connections with people, build coalitions, work together to create a better world. You don't have to show up perfectly. You don't have to commit to being there 100% of the time. You just have to try. Start small, be open to new people and experiences, and let yourself become connected to the world around you, no matter where you are. Thank you.
I have been a part of many communities throughout my lifetime. From the beginning, I had my family and the Ghanaian community, and then the Colorado community. And for the last 4 years, I found community at Colorado College. When I first got to CC, everything was unknown and scary, and I thought I would not find my place here. It wasn't the first time in my life that I found myself somewhere new, surrounded by new people. But the welcoming presence of my roommates and the friends I met in those first 2 weeks before we were kicked out because of COVID allowed me to have the confidence to build connections that has lasted all 4 years. My time at CC has been filled with laughter and tears, success and failures, and more growth than I could have ever expected. Through all this, I had people by myself believing in me more than I believed in myself. These people taught me so much about myself and the world around me. As I spent too much time in Palmer Hall, I wrestled with new and sometimes disheartening topics in class. I also found comfort in the friendships I made, excitement in coming up with new arguments for mock trial, and joy while working at the arena and the library. I thrived at CC. This kind of support gave me the strength and fed my desire to engage in the community. I became the co-chair of Refugee Alliance, where I made welcome baskets for incoming refugees around the world who were new to Colorado just like I once was. I also joined ECOC, where I mentored high school students in the southern Colorado Springs. Through my time here, I created community at CC and beyond. The lesson I will take away as I graduate is that having community gives you the power and the privilege to connect with people outside your immediate space. Make an impact beyond your bubble and help those you may not see every day. This is the message I would like to share with you all. We all came to CC. We have forged amazing and not so amazing connections. And we have the power, the space, and even the responsibility to continue to help people outside our community and to invite them into spaces and let them know they belong. Community is a gift, and we are all deserving of it. Creating a community after moving to the United States and then to Colorado College taught me that we need a support system to be our best selves. So, go out, find community where you can, and make community where you cannot, because you know I'll come after you if you're not being your best selves.
Hello again. My name is Vicente Blas Tyron. I'm the student body president of this academic year, and I have the pleasure of introducing our baccalaureate speaker for this afternoon. Professor Rebecca Garcia is a professor of mathematics and has previously served as a faculty member at Sam Houston State University. Professor Garcia serves as the co-director of the Mathematical Sciences Research Institute undergraduate program and the program director for the Mathematical Association of America's Research Experiences for Undergrads. Professor Garcia is a proud mother and daughter of Guam. She grew up in the village of Tamuning, attending Notre Dame High School in Talafofu, and then attending Loyola Marymount University, Berkeley, and New Mexico State. We are honored to have Professor Garcia provide her wisdom and insight to our class this afternoon. Her dedication to her craft, perseverance in the midst of civil unrest, and among the erasure of Chamorro's stories is a testament to her ethics, values, and determination. And as a fellow Chamorro, it is an honor to have learned from and to introduce her today. Our island may be small, but no feat is too big for our humble but innovative and bold people. Professor Garcia, thank you, and Sizos Masi for teaching us to put in the work and to meet the highest academic rigor and honors with warmth and compassion. Esti as Professor Garcia sen bonitudes and sen importanti ifinanagwetnia masaya manu gaigigui. Todo I tempo masaya manu ikakaga I metgot zan Espiritun Chamorro. Za esti Espiritun Chamorro ginin I corazon. Metgot respetu zan gayasi. Hasu todo I tempo isanangzan I palabras zapati todo I tautaw sa sempre mas maulik I mundo motna. Saina Masi.
I should have left my cat back there. Okay. Thank you, Vicente. Our beloved CC Student Body President, you have given so much to our college community during your time at CC. You've put your heart and soul, your precious time and support, and brilliant Chamorro mind into each incredible thing you took on. I have learned a great deal from you, during our time together, and I'm honored that our paths have crossed in this beautiful place. We have a lifetime of friendship to look forward to, and that is the singular thought that gives me joy as you leave Colorado College. Saina ma'asi, Vicente, husengwaizahau. Y buenas zanhafete todo hamzu. And biba to the Colorado College class of 2024. Felicidades. Congratulations. This almost perfectly beautiful Colorado afternoon, we bid adios to our graduates. It is truly an honor to be a part of your glorious last day as a CC student. Thank you, President Song Richardson and your administration for the privilege to speak today. And thank you, Kate Holbrook, Brenda Soto, Samantha Wilson, Sarah Normie, Kerrigan Edelman, and the incredibly hardworking staff of CC that make these kinds of celebrations possible. On this day, we collectively reflect on the people and the events that brought us together. We carry in our hearts the love and sacrifice made by our parents, our caregivers, our families, the lessons and support of our passionate professors, mentors, coaches, and advisors, the unsung efforts of our dedicated staff, and the joyful memories of our friends, classmates, and teammates. This is a time of great transition, and transitions are simultaneously exciting and daunting. Even if you know what your next steps are, major life events like this force you to examine and re-examine life's bigger questions. Your relationships will be changing. Your lives will be changing. 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? 10 years. These are not easy questions for anyone to answer, no matter where you are in life. And chances are, if you try to answer, your responses will be in the form of goals, which are good and important. It's important to have goals. These are the tangible pursuits in our everyday lives. And no doubt accomplishing those goals will bring you an immediate sense of pride and joy. And of course, you must relish that. But know that there will come a time when you begin to question, to what end? Without a sense of purpose, you will almost immediately feel unsettled, and as thoughts of now what wash over you. I have spent many years confusing goals with purpose. I thought they were equivalent. I would use these words interchangeably. And this is my first message to you, dear graduates. Differentiate your goals from your purpose. They are not the same thing. And eventually, you'll need both. For many years, I dreamt about directing my own undergraduate research program in mathematics, a program that would provide mentoring and research opportunities for students in the Pacific Islands. After a hard-earned PhD and landing my position, I immediately got to work. After 7 long years of rejection, revision, resubmissions, then my dream finally came true. We had 5 years of funding and spent 5 glorious, intense summers in Hilo, Hawaii. And our team worked super hard to create and direct a program that led to significant growth in the numbers of underrepresented students, first-generation students, and Native Pacific Islanders earning advanced degrees in the mathematical sciences. And then, just like that, 5 years came and went. In our final year, I felt seriously lost. It was the first time in a long time that I had no idea what I was going to do. I felt completely untethered. Because I did what I set out to do. That was my purpose, or so I thought. And after years of drifting, I learned eventually that I felt lost because I was conflating my goals with my purpose. I reflected on the work I did leading up to my big goal, and eventually came to the realization that my professional purpose was there all along, directly helping students, especially those from marginalized groups, access opportunities for mentoring, research, and professional advancement. This was the shift in mindset I needed, and it refocused my energies and gave me direction once again. A sense of purpose is something that brings meaning to your goals. It's what drives you, helps direct your decisions and your energies. Your purpose is never quite finished, not like your goals are. Rather, it is the very thing that you continue to work toward. Developing purpose may take years, so be patient with yourself and gentle. It requires reflection, attention, and most importantly, action on the decisions that speak to your heart. Thinking about the common threads that link your goals will help you identify your sense of purpose. Reflecting on your own experiences, whether they were planned or unplanned, those two may help you arrive at your higher calling. Within your own network and collaborative efforts, you may witness others who have cultivated their own sense of purpose and inspire you to define your own. So while you're grinding through your next steps and accomplishing your big goals, be intentional about your decisions. Be mindful of those threads that connect your experiences, and you can eventually create your own sense of purpose. Well, for better or worse, as Vicente mentioned, I am a professor of mathematics, everybody's favorite subject. It should be. But one thing that I have observed in all my years of teaching is this: it matters not what you are learning or working on. Any experience can be made more meaningful, more enjoyable, richer, the stuff of life itself, if you make a genuine effort to truly value the people involved, the people. This means investing as much, if not more, in how you do what you do, not just in what you do. As an example, I begin each class by asking my students to pair up and talk to one another. It's kind of awkward in the beginning, to find out something about themselves, like what's their favorite food, or if they're night owls or early birds. And then I ask them to list at least 3 concrete things they need from their peers to feel valued and welcomed, and vice versa, what they themselves can contribute as a member of the class to make others feel respected and included. Concrete things. You need concrete things like, don't talk over me. If you don't know the answer, just say so. Or, don't leave me behind. We spend that first day seeing one another, not just as students in a calculus class, but as whole persons. We talk about what the entire class needs from one another, and we make a commitment, a genuine commitment to contribute in these ways. And then we compute derivatives. I tell you, watching them respectfully teach one another, because they do that, work as a team, learn and grow together, and do a lot of mathematics, it is truly a beautiful sight. And I guarantee that no matter what the task is at hand, be it learning to compute limits at infinity, or diagonalizing a matrix, or wrapping your head around the different sizes of infinity, when you first and foremost feel respected and valued by your peers and your leaders, you can do the seemingly impossible. So this, dear graduates, is your final and lifelong assignment. Of course, you have homework. I ask you to really think about what it means to center people in the work that you do. What concrete notions do you need to feel valued and included? And would those same notions extend to others? How would you put this into practice? Then write a 5-page report and submit this in person to me or any one of your favorite professors at CC at some not so distant future in your life. If there's one thing I know about your CC professors, is that we would love to see you again. Am I right? I am honored to be a part of CC's phenomenal faculty, a faculty who are truly dedicated to centering students, their needs, and their growth. They are examples of how to embrace that broader sense of purpose, how to practice what you teach, how they rise and rally to defend the honor of their students and confront the injustices that they are facing, how they answer calls for help, advice, advocacy, and support, and how they have genuinely cared about you, your health and well-being. It is my hope that as you reflect on your time at CC, that you come to understand the greatest lessons here are to value people in the work you do and to use your strengths and privileges to lift others with you. We are truly proud of you and honored to have been a part of this special time of learning and growth in your lives. Congratulations, felicidades, y viva class of 2024.
To me, baccalaureate is a time to reflect on and recognize the place we are about to depart. Prior to commencement, where we invite the rest of the world into our community to take us somewhere new, baccalaureate is the final formal time to reminisce on how this place, and especially these people, have influenced who we are as we sit here today. With that in mind, I have chosen to read excerpts from Walt Whitman's Song of the Open Road, as it touches on themes of transitions, journeys, one's future, but also not forgetting the importance of the place that we are leaving. Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road. Healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune. I myself am good fortune. Henceforth, I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, cureless criticisms, strong and content, I travel the open road. The earth, that is sufficient. I do not want the constellations any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. Still here, I carry my old, delicious burdens. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them, and I will fill them in return. From this hour, I ordain myself loosed of limits and imaginary lines, going where I list, my own master, total and absolute, listening to others, considering well what they say, pausing, searching, receiving, contemplating, gently, but with undeniable will, divesting myself of the holds that would hold me. I inhale great draughts of space. The east and the west are mine, and the north and the south are mine. I am larger, better than I thought. I did not know I held so much goodness. All seems beautiful to me, can repeat over to men and women, you have done such good to me. I would do the same to you. I will recruit for myself and you as I go. I will scatter myself among men and women as I go. I will toss a new gladness and roughness among them. Whoever denies me, it shall not trouble me. Whoever accepts me, he or she shall be blessed and shall bless me. Allons, whoever you are, come travel with me. Traveling with me, you find what never tires. The earth never tires. The earth is rude, silent, incomprehensible at first. Nature is rude and incomprehensible at first. Be not discouraged. Keep on. There are divine things well enveloped. I swear to you, there are divine things more beautiful than words can tell. Allons, we must not stop here. However sweet these laid-up stores, however convenient this dwelling, we cannot remain here. However sheltered this port and however calm these waters, we must not anchor here. However welcome the hospitality that surrounds us, we are permitted to receive it but a little while. Allons, the road is before us. It is safe. I have tried it. My own feet have tried it well. Be not detained. Let the paper remain on the desk unwritten and the book on the shelf unopened. Let the tools remain in the workshop. Let the money remain unearned. Let the school stand, mind not the cry of these teachers. Let the preacher preach in his pulpit. Let the lawyer plead in the court and the judge expound the law. Camarado, I give you my hand. I give you my love, more precious than money. I give you myself before preaching or law. Will you give me yourself? Will you come travel with me? Shall we stick by each other as long as we live? And with that, I'd like to invite up Christine and Clara to sing excerpts with the theme of time from the Colorado College hymn.
I'm like an ever-rolling stream, bears all its own away. May fly forgotten as a dream dies at the opening day. A thousand ages in thy sight are like an evening dawn. The torch that hides that ends the night before the rising sun.
Ooh, we did it. At least we're doing it. Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that we would make it here? I mean, goodness gracious, I could go on. Thank you. To our class, we learned to thrive amidst a pandemic. Not just any pandemic. Only we know what we went through in Loomis, Matthias, and South. Only we know that. No one else knows that. We taught ourselves and each other the meaning of unbridled joy, coupled with an extreme work ethic and commitment to who we are and our schoolwork and everything else we did. To our class, we are the ones who remapped CC when there were no upperclassmen to guide us. We received Zoom pretty trips. You know how awful that is? Yeah, we do. And we gave these 4 years everything we had, and so much more. Thank you. For our class, I give a blessing that good things are coming. Good things are on the way, and good things are already here. Obviously. I invite you to take a deep breath and feel that you're breathing in a blessed present for yourself and a blessed future. And I'll do it too. We ready? Okay. You can do it too, come on. We are breathing in this blessed present because we deserve it. We deserve good things. We deserve a good future, and we're well on our way. Breathe in with every breath you take from this moment forward, a blessed present and a blessed future where we thrive. Good things are coming. I will say it again. Good things are coming. And may we each